Oh, that's Shane Dawson. He's always on the hunt for the next conspiracy. Girl, let me tell you. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. He's a joke. He's a clown. He's a liar. He's a liar. Those stars are all different. He'll have you believe that's the same box. Yes, he would. One of those boxes was quite dirty. But he'll have you believe that's the same box. Jeffree Star knows. He knows. He ripped that box open. There was a different fucking star. It was different. There was a different fucking star. It was different. There was a different star. Yeah, he exaggerated Chuck E. Cheese's too. He did. And we all know it, because there they'd make whole pepperoni pizza or whole cheese pizza. And if you wanted one that was half of each, of course they'd take half of one and half of the other, and they'd put them together. It doesn't mean they're taking somebody else's pizza. They make them where they sell them by the slice in there. So it's just easier on them, rather than making a whole fresh new pizza that's made half pepperoni and half cheese and giving you the whole fucking thing. They don't do it like that. They just don't. They don't do it like that. Or they didn't back at Chuck E. Cheese's back then. They didn't do it like that. I don't know if they all do now. I don't know. I haven't been to a fucking Chuck E. Cheese in forever. But, yeah, that makeup, you know how easy it would be to edit that shit out of context? Hey, Squirrel, do you remember Shane Dawson? Go in there all whisper, don't tell. I picked up the first palette. The first one I picked up. Girl. The first one I picked up. Girl. No, they're whispering because they're being sneaky. They're whispering because they don't want someone to see them put that palette back into their pocket to where the camera thinks they're stealing. But the cameras watch everybody anyways. You know, and in those places you can't just take a high-end makeup back to Walmart and have them just accept it. It's not that easy to return makeup. Are you kidding me? Fuck. And a lot of those stores, they'll just, even if you have the damn receipt, they'll just have the exchange policy where, you know, you don't get your money back, you get another product. And there's been times I went in there and I said, why would I want to get that product if it doesn't work for me? You know, if you get the receipt, you're okay. But if you got high-end makeup that you got from somewhere else, they ain't gonna fucking return it. I got news for you. They ain't gonna just take it and... God. How many others here? Who else here has seen the TikToks where they destroy the makeup at the stores? When they say they have to do that like that, and before throwing it into the dumpster, you know, because that's where their inventory ends up. It doesn't go back. It goes in the trash. Yeah. If it does end up in a place like that, it's because somebody was garbage picking and they donated what they fucking didn't want to keep. That's how something like that might end up in a thrift store. Anyway, I guess. I don't know. I don't see why a thrift store would sell makeup even, though, really. Unless it's unopened. I mean, I guess I could kind of understand. I can't believe, dude, that one box, it was so dirty. So yeah, I rewound back. I went and seen it again because it was so dirty, and I wanted to get a good look at the one he ripped open. And I noticed he drew a different star in it. And then went back to that other star that he drew. I seen it where he drew another star that was just like that. That wasn't solid black star. It had that gap in the middle because it was with the lines. But the swooshes are different. Different fucking star. It's a different star. You ain't all so stupid. It'd be so easy to edit it out of context. You know? Like you go and you do your Walmart trip, and then you do your makeup trip mission at the house, and you like edit them out of order. Yeah, that sort of shit. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. You know, drug addicts, people can't do drugs on YouTube, right? And you can't self-harm on YouTube. So how come Eugenia can slowly poison herself? Just that I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Where does it end? How young will the next Eugenia need to be? My point is this. She shouldn't be able to live out her glory years on fucking TikTok. Online, live. Millions of children just watching, waiting for her to sneeze and break a fucking bone. Girl. I mean, if any of us so much as talk about what she's doing, and we use certain words, our whole video, YouTube gods will smite the entire video and age restrict it. I know, I've had it happen to me. Talking about a Eugenia video, and yep, age restricted. Oh my god. I don't even think it was one where I was talking about the flasher. It's like the flasher, the flasher, the flasher, flasher. That's Eugenia. She's the flasher. Anyway, certain words will get your video flagged. But she's allowed to do these certain acts as long as she's not speaking and saying what she's doing. She's in the clear. Now, I mean, where does it end? Could you be simply making shish kebab and calling it a ham when it's really a fucking human leg? Just keep calling it a ham, and just maybe YouTube won't catch on. They're clearly not watching. They're not watching. They've got the algorithm listening, but they ain't paying a fucking attention. They ain't hearing it. And they ain't trying to hear it either. All they hear is clicks and money. Each click is a cha-ching. Because, yeah, they make a lot of money off of the Eugenia situation. And you can't just monitor your kids better. Just block Eugenia. You can't. Everybody has talked about her. Everyone's talking about her. You would have to block everyone. You really can't do that. You know? And what if they, you'd have to block me. Don't block my squirrels. They love you. They just want to see you happy. They'll touch the grass for you. Yeah, that's touch of grass enough. watching the nature out there out my window. Yeah, I'll let you enjoy my squirrels with me. I'm right here. And I wouldn't say we ain't going nowhere, but, you know, come the end of the month, I could be hearing some terrible news. I know I still haven't posted the video asking for help. It's hard to ask for help. Last time I tried the video in that portion, I accidentally forgot to unmute it in the editing, and then I deleted the original, so I couldn't go back and fix it. Yeah, I'm kind of fucking screwed on that. My memory's about to fill up again. I'm still not done with this video. Yeah, 'cause girl, that's how you do that. How do you do that? How do you do that? I gotta find that compilation. You know, people have been losing their jobs for videos they've made online. How come people who work online don't lose their job for videos they've made? Shit don't make no sense. And that's how you do that. They them there. Aren't people petty enough to even have something to say about blue bacon calling whiskey apple juice? People are petty. That's a bother. That's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, calling whiskey apple juice. That's where they draw the line, right there. Not the dancing skeleton. No. It's the apple juice. Look how they tried to blur it. But, let's slow it down for them. Did you see that? Looks like it's already at a discount. Did you see it? $5.99. $5.99 right there. $5.99 already discounted. Already. Enough is a fucking enough. People put up a stop sign emoji for good fucking reason. Okay? No. Just take a closer look at this with me, y'all. Okay, she's not wearing the fishnets. No, she's not. Fucking YouTube, TikTok, the interwebs, fucking everywhere, all around the world, all those places. Fucking do better. What the fuck is this shit? What? Let's here. Let's just zoom in. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and hit play. He's talking about, we gonna get some gypsy person in trouble, okay, for knocking Eugenia out, okay? Watch as Eugenia goes to sit back up, alright? He's fake calling 911. That hand looks like that of the car. Look! What the fuck, Eugenia? What was that, Eugenia? And she ain't even wearing fishnets. What the fuck was that in your lap, Eugenia? You two ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Both of you fucking do better. All around the internet, everywhere. Dude, this is just disgusting. She's not wearing the fishnets. I mean, is she even wearing underwear at all? Or, I mean, what is it? It looks like a line, and, dude, I mean, what else could that line be? And she's putting this up on TikTok, y'all. It's up on TikTok. Like, the fuck? Look at her hand. Look at her hand, you guys. Jeffree Star says she looked like an angel sleeping. Look at that hand laying like that. Looks like the hand of a corpse. I'm sorry, I ain't saying it to try and be a bully. I ain't some kind of hater that's just trying to pick on her. Alright? Just trying to fucking call out the bullshit that I see online every fucking day. All the bullshit that's driving me nuts and making me sick. Going back to that TikTok short and them not showing her face, you couldn't even tell the length of her hair because it was conveniently pulled out of the way in both scenes, both little seconds, and slowed down footage. And the smallest clip ever. And then the mom. Zoom in on the hair. Zoom in on all of it. Zoom in. Not that I want people to start zooming in on all my shit and critiquing everything I've ever put out there. I'm not out there with millions of followers and misinforming the fucking world, though, and hiding my struggles. I'm straight up. Look at the mom. Now, if this was after the Jeffree Star store, how come in the Jeffree Star store she had a new haircut and coloring and highlights and bangs and all that shit going on? What's up with Eugenia Cooney's hair here? What is it? And where's her coat? She has no jacket? I mean, come on. We're in New York, is what they're saying this is. And look at her hair. See, it's conveniently pulled out the way. It looks like if it is in pigtails, she's missing the little hair ties. She's not that much taller than her mom either, especially in those cowboy boots. It's just... And nobody's looking at them either. Nobody's looking at them. They make a fucking spectacle everywhere they go. And no one's looking at them. It's just this bullshit. Is Eugenia Cooney wearing house shoes? And didn't Jeffree Star have it? Didn't they? She was trying to get the Dobry brothers to get on his jet. Doesn't Jeffree Star have a jet? What the fuck is... Why would Miss Cooney be taking anything other than that jet she bragged so much about on TikTok? And it's like it all stemmed from fucking Katie Morton. And Jacqueline Glenn was just blindsided. Poor Eugenia used as a pawn right from the fucking start by none other than Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. Those two, the pair that will stick together to the end of the fucking internet. Those two will be paired together. And the way they're just using Eugenia. They're using her. Shane brought upon her relapse, and Jeffree Star will bring upon her death. Talk about the Angel of Death palette or eyeshadow color. Jeffree Star is the Angel of Death, and he's trying to guide her to the grave. And it's exactly what he's doing. It's exactly what the fuck he's doing. And then Rich Lux is trying to nibble off the fucking tree if he can too, with his selling of his products and just mentioning her on a daily basis in just about every fucking video. And Patty better stay out of this. I only mention her sometimes. My channel is not only based on Eugenia. Stay out of those patches. I talk about all kinds of shit here. Shit that bothers me. It's where I do my bitching. Patches, goddammit. Alright, she's doing her bitching too. I gotta let her out. Hold on. I really don't even have any peanuts, though, Patches. I really don't want the squirrels to see me standing here. But I need my morning ciggy. So here I shall stand. I don't know, squirrel. Maybe Eugenia just wants people to think that she was in New York at the time. You know, squirrel, I've noticed, watching back on old Eugenia footage, she goes off camera quite often. And it'll be only off camera, only just for a second, of course. Just long enough, do a bump. Yeah. You already got peanuts, shoot. First Amendment is not the freedom of TikTok. It would not be silencing her fucking speech. I don't need the deplatformer. just re-platform her. She wants to live in this echo chamber she created. And it's not fucking real. Why do people keep allowing it? Why are people feeding into it? Why are people giving so much money to someone who doesn't need it, use it, want it, respect it, appreciate it? Why keep throwing it at her? She goes around making these fucking other people battle her and shit so that she can collect money for her. And you know, she'll help out some of her friends on online, whatever. They're using her name right now. They're all just making money off her name, and not just her name. It's her viewers. They're scamming her viewers. Her name should be on the Grifties Awards list just because her viewers are being scammed so much by all the shit around her. Where does this generosity come from, and why? Is there some sort of behind the scenes transactions going on that the TikTok money and all the stickers and the dumb stupid emojis and heart hands and shit, all that junk is just payment for something they're laundering money from? I mean, what is it? I don't understand. What is TikTok if not a money laundering bank? I mean, what is it? What else is it? What is the shit they do with this battle? What is it? It's stupid is what it is. It's stupid. Real people such as myself go ignored and get deleted, diminished, and invalidated so that people like her can be brought up to the fucking top. When people like her don't want the help, don't need the help, and they ain't even gonna take the help. They're just, they'll take it, but they won't accept it. You know what I mean? Like they'll take your money, but they won't use it for what you're giving it to them for. Okay? They don't really need it. That fucking Machino teddy bear purse she has is over $600 fucking dollars, you guys. And she has so much designer bags like that. Why? What the fuck is she gonna do with them? And she's gonna be gone in a couple years. What's happening? What's gonna happen to all those stupid toys? What a waste of fucking time and money that shit was. Now wasn't it? What a waste of fucking space those bitches are taking up. TikTok and YouTube, they alert you. They have there's certain words, like when people often themselves, you know, you can't say it. People are saying unaliving, you know, and they've got these keywords because YouTube has these certain words. And, you know, if Eugenia Cooney was okay to be online the way she is online, they wouldn't have these certain little fucking words that will smite your entire video. I mean, you use one certain word, or a certain word even in the first 15 seconds, you know, they will smite your whole video and age restrict your whole video. And I don't understand why the original gets to stay up. Why does Eugenia Cooney get to stay up, but anybody talking about her and using certain words to talk about her, their video gets age restricted? Yet Eugenia Cooney herself does not. Even though the girl is too far gone, and it doesn't matter what she does, she looks like dolled up corpse, you know. Do better, YouTube, because that's what's going on with the Playgirls. That's what's up, Playgirl. That's what's up, Playgirl. Playgirl. That's what's up, Playgirl. That's what's up. Hey, don't grab at my loops. I don't have any other peanuts. I'm sorry, it's just at home and that's all I got. Yeah, no, eat the almonds. Alright, fine. Here. Don't tell your friends. Okay. That's what's up, Playgirl! Yay, 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 yay! I'm out of peanuts, though, so I really gotta go. You want to hear any more of my fussing? You know what to do. Click on the subscribe button and just stay tuned. Never know what we'll be bitching about next over here. That's why you gotta stick around. Been real. Don't give me that shit. Greedy. No, don't come back. Who said you can come back? Eat the one you got. You greedy ass punk. Go. Don't forget about those buttons down there. Do better, YouTube. Do better. TikTok too, man. Fucking do better. She's just gaslighting everybody. She's a master fucking troll. The girl is a troll.
Regardless of how you might feel about Eugenia Cooney, her situation has undoubtedly been heartbreaking and difficult for us to watch. I can recall like it was yesterday when my addiction was so bad that everyone pleaded me to get help even though I didn't want it. Now my situation was similar to Eugenia's in that my mom was enabling me. She was feeding me drugs, we were doing drugs together. I got to a point where I was almost as small as Eugenia as a result of my addiction. My mom helped me get to that point and did nothing to stop it, similar to Eugenia. Now the difference here is that in my case, there was a law that was applicable to my situation and it actually saved my life. Casey's Law was created in response to a tragic situation where a man named Matthew Casey Weddington died at 23 years old as a result of his substance abuse disorder. Addiction is treatable and does not have to be fatal, much like eating disorders. They are just as risky and very similar to addiction in the way that they impact people and their loved ones. It's shocking to me that there's not a law that's applicable to Eugenia's situation in this sense. Casey's Law allows you to petition in the court when you know that someone is unwell, on the brink of death, a danger to themselves and others. We know that all of those things apply to Eugenia. However, Casey's Law only applies to substance abuse disorder. It does not apply to eating disorders. As far as I know, there is no such law that can be applied to Eugenia's case. I think we would fucking be failing if we didn't respond to Eugenia's case in a way that prevents this from ever happening to anyone else. It's time to make a Eugenia's Law. When I went and stood in front of the judge to determine whether or not I needed help, they took one good look at me and they were like, send her to rehab. Just to be clear, this works on people who don't have criminal charges, and this does not put criminal charges on their record. It simply makes treatment court mandated, and it also puts the person being filed at the top of the waiting list at a treatment program so that they don't die while waiting to seek treatment. Now, this would really help Eugenia if this was a thing, but then we come to the problem of her mom. Now, a lot of viewers, myself included, believe that Eugenia's mother is a huge problem in this situation. We all know that she's enabled Eugenia up to this point, and she's even been seen on camera saying that she's not concerned about Eugenia's weight. Many argue that this is not a case of Munchausen's by proxy just because it's not the same as what we saw with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. To that I would argue that our conception of Munchausen's by proxy is not fully developed. We've really only seen that one case presented and it blew up, and that's our idea of Munchausen's by proxy, right? Now to me, Eugenia's mother is achieving the same goal by different means. By neglecting necessary medical interventions that could help Eugenia's condition, Eugenia's mother is achieving the same end goal as Dee Dee Blanchard by different means. So what do we have as a result of Eugenia's mother failing to seek necessary medical interventions? A sick daughter that gets her money and attention, much like Dee Dee Blanchard. I think we should absolutely consider this Munchausen's by proxy. I want to say something about Eugenia Cooney. It's more about her mother. My mom is mentally sick. And I feel like she always wanted me to be mentally sick with her, and her way of doing that was enabling me to abuse substances the way she did. Every drug I've ever done, my mom has provided for me. So with that being said, I feel like Eugenia's situation is similar in that her mother wants her to be sick. Can't say why, I can't say if it's for money or not. Apparently they came for money anyway, so I can't really say if it's Munchausen's by proxy or anything like that. But what I can say is that whenever my mom would threaten to take me, send me off, get admitted, whatever, I knew that we both needed to be admitted. If I need to go to the psych ward, then you do too, because I've been in your care. However, it doesn't matter how old, honestly. Like, that needs to be a thing of the past, the age restriction, because clearly there are people who are being exploited by their parents, and the law does not protect them. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, I feel like in Eugenia's case, and even in my case before I went to rehab, because I was about as small as she is, to be honest. I was like 80 pounds, and it wasn't from an eating disorder, because I was addicted to meth. My mom could stand to see me that way, and Eugenia's mom can stand to see her that way, and I think any parent that can stand to see their child like that, they need to be admitted. They need to be 5150. She needs to be in a psych ward, not just Eugenia. Because regardless of age, there are people whose parents make it to where they won't be able to be independent enough to ever get away from them. My mom was kind of the same way. She didn't want me to be able to drive. I didn't know how to drive until I was 20. Eugenia is also a grown woman that can't drive. So obviously, regardless of age, there are people over the age of 18 who are being exploited by their parents, who are not protected by the law, who are untouchable because of the power that their parents have over them. That needs to fucking change. There needs to be something we can do to protect people from their own parents when the rest of the fucking world can see the problem. Like, we can see. She's not eating. She's not taking care of herself. Nobody that fucking eats looks like that. And I can tell you from being a fucking bedhead. Whenever I didn't eat, I looked similar. Eugenia's a beautiful person, okay? She's beautiful. The way that she looks right now, though, is graphic for a person to see. It's graphic. I mean, like, most people don't even know you can get that small, and then you see her and you're like, holy fucking shit, you know? Like, it does not matter how old you are. If that's the state you're in when you're under your parents' care, they're still in your life, you're living with them, they obviously have control over you. They need to be admitted. What the fuck?
Agreed. Morning.
This woman is over 700 pounds. She is dying in bed. She can't walk on her own. Hell, she can't even breathe on her own. And she has taken to Instagram to tell everyone that being this fat is not a fun time. And this is proof that this should never be celebrated. But she is also on Instagram and wants to tell all of you to never give up.
Look at this. 300 pounds lost.
Now, she had to learn how to walk again, but because she can now walk, she was finally able to bowl, dance with loved ones again. A few months ago, she had to shimmy herself onto a boat.
So that's where I was sitting inside the boat when I got on the boat, and I had to literally flop out of the boat onto the deck.
Look at her now. This is what should be celebrated, not that damn health at every size movement or fat acceptance movement.
Did you know that August is Fat Liberation Month?
You know what should be celebrated? I don't have to tell you, but I will anyway. Hard work.
Yeah.
It's time to make a Eugenia's Law. It's time to make a Eugenia's Law. It's time to make a Eugenia's Law.